moving at speed of sound. They try quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any explanation. No time for relaxation. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 Sonic X.
Remember how I said this game is the Sonic CD of 3D era? Remember how I said this game was the Sonic CD of the 3D Sonic games?
Who locked you up here for trying to conquer the world?
It was...
The Convergence.
All living things kneel before your master.
Chills. Fucking chills, man. Oh, I love it. What a great shot. What a great character design. Oh my god. What a great FMV. Like, man, this is like really artfully directed, actually. A lot of the FMVs have been kind of weird and wonky with derp faces, but this, I feel like, really benefits from the jerky camera movements and, like, intentionally clipped frame rate to make it look all disturbing and shit. Man, this is, like, really well done. This final, like... Again, I have my niggling complaints about the whole game. It really pulls it all together in the ending. This is a really strong ending. Oh, someone's an HR Giger fan. Oh, Akira! Tetsuo!
finally transformed!
Oh, look, they're running. They're scared. That's great.
That's Metal Sonic?
Love that line.
Sonic has combined...
Whoa, that's Metal Sonic? Jesus. Haven't seen him since Sonic CD.
If only we had the 7 Chaos Emeralds!
Of course, you need to go through the special stages and actually collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds to unlock this final story. Which is cool that, again,
Power and chances.
in a 3D Sonic game, you can only get the Chaos Emeralds in a...
Sonic, no, I'm
in a...
you too.
Oh.
Knuckles?
We'll buy you some time. That way you can use your superpowers.
What? Superpowers? Shadow, what? What are you saying? Oh my god.
Let's get ready to do this. We'll show that creep the real superpower of teamwork.
Oh my god, this fucking script is so, like, it's on that border of cornball fuck you, and, oh yeah, that's so awesome, stupid and awesome, anyways.
You're the one who
So, metal
You're the one
fucking
responsible for taking
madness, yeah.
Cola. I can't believe you would
woo.
do such a thing.
Again, really ties it all together with this ending. I think it's... Okay, excuse me? Really think this is a great final boss.
Oh, goody.
Goodness gracious, is there a lot to, like, talk about. For one thing, hey look, it's Metal Sonic! We haven't seen him since fucking Sonic CD. That's so cool. That's so cool that, you know, again, following the 3D era formula of Eggman being supplanted as the final boss, at least it's a character we've seen before. It's Metal Sonic from Sonic CD with a new design for some reason. But that kind of gets explained. Showing up and, like,
We're done. You got
taking over, like, kicking Eggman out and taking control of his army and sending everyone on this merry chase in order to absorb their data.
incomplete.
So, oh my god, Charmy, that's mean. So that he copied everyone's data so that he could become the real ultimate life form, I guess. God damn it. And, like, it really does do a good job of, like, convincing you, yo, this is a legit threat. Like, he's seriously on a completely other level of hardcore fuck-off badass, right? Like, you buy it from this design and the way he's talking. Like, they really effectively manage. Ooh, oh, no. Damn it. Kind of my own fault. Metal Madness. They really managed to, like, make it convincing.
Transformation.
Like, the whole experience of this final boss and setting up Metal Sonic as this, like, final boss level threat is pulled off really effectively, I find. And, like, again, how fucking badass is Metal Sonic that all 4 teams need to team up in order to take him down? Like, if it was just Sonic alone, he wouldn't be able to do it. Just Sonic wouldn't be able to beat fucking Metal Sonic here. Oh, thank God.
Let me go.
He is, like, depending on... Come on. Oh, seriously? It takes... It takes all 12 of them teaming up in order to stand a chance against him. And even then, all they're doing is, like, weakening him. All they're doing is distracting him and biding time. My point is, Screw Attack are idiots, okay? That's my point. Oh, fucking Zero would be able to beat Metal Sonic because Mega Man's a more popular franchise, you guys. So, of course, we're gonna popularity contest. Fucking death battle, guys. Look, we're gonna have this character from this series that everyone is a stupid asshole and cracks jokes about to go against this character from this other series, and obviously we're going to say the character from the more conventionally popular series is the winner, even though it doesn't make any sense. Fucking Zero loses to Vile in an off-screen fight. Fucking Zero fights Vile and loses. He fights Omega and loses.
Get away.
Pay close attention to the
Fucking Metal Sonic, at his most powerful, needed all 12 heroes to team up in order to fight him off. And even then, it's not enough. They need to go even a step further. Phew.
We're almost done here.
But no, yeah, Zero would totally be able to fight this and totally win. Fuck you, Screw Attack. Anyway.
So you're the one behind all this, huh?
Consuming power of others at your own will. And that's supposed to make you tough?
New target acquisition. Sights locked on. Metal Sonic.
Even the ultimate life form can't stop me.
So I love that line because it's like, if Shadow was just a Shadow robot or whatever,
Annihilate.
why would Metal Sonic be like, oh, I'm gonna copy your I'm gonna copy your data and get the data from the ultimate life form in order to become more complete. You mean the ultimate life form like robot? Right?
Consuming power of others at your own will.
So that's yeah, again, the question of Shadow's true nature in this game is still kind of left up in the air. Because the Team Dark storyline supposedly tries to imply that Shadow's a robot. Why? Why did this happen? Why would it be this way? That Shadow's a robot, but then Metal Sonic here implies that he's the ultimate life form of Shadow the Hedgehog? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what? There's a whole game that tackles this subject. We'll get to it when we get to it. It's fine. Come on. There we go. Fuck. So again, following the formula of Eggman being supplanted as the final boss by a new antagonist, but still hearkening back to the classic games by having it be Metal Sonic. How cool is that with a new design? But it's still like this character, the only other antagonist besides Eggman that existed back in the old games. Even though he was like a minion of Eggman. How cool is that? Like, that's such a cool, like, really, this final level is where this game really ties itself all back together for me. And really uplifts it as an experience. Because, again, the entire... The entire idea of this game is still following the formula of the adventure games, but going back to basics and trying out all of this new stuff and experimenting with a new style as well. All in one. And it does so very effectively, I think. Although there are some niggling, again, as always, niggling things that I'm like, kinda wish you hadn't. Kinda wish it hadn't been that way, but here in the final... In the last story, it ties it all together. By doing the 3D era thing of Eggman's not the final boss, it's this other new antagonist. But having that other new antagonist be Metal Sonic. How cool is that? How cool is that, right? And with the cool new design that looks like something out of fucking H.R. Giger's wet dream. Man, I would just do this, but it's like so unreliable. With great voice acting too for Metal Sonic, it really like communicates him as like, I bought you, buy it. You know, you're like, wow, this guy's a fucking villain. A serious threat that you believe would take all of them teaming up together in order to fight him off. Even though apparently Zero would be able to fight him all by himself and win, right? Come on. Fucking hate Screw Attack's team battle. So if you don't know what I'm referring to, Screw Attack recently did a death match between Zero and Metal Sonic, and obviously they said Metal Sonic lost, and I think that was dumb. For a lot of reasons, but you know what? That's not what this video is about. At his most powerful, Zero lost to Vile. At his most powerful, it took all 4 teams teaming up, 12 heroes fighting him in order to, like, be evenly matched, and it wasn't enough. It's going to take a little bit more to finally bring him down. It's going to take... Well, this is still a 3D Sonic game. Yeah! Super Sonic, but also Super Tails and Super Knuckles! Dude! How cool is that? They brought back Super Tails and Super Knuckles from Sonic 3! That's so fucking cool! That's actually true. Metal Overlord! Yeah, it has actually been a while, hasn't it? Okay, so how cool is that? They brought back Super Tails and Super Knuckles. Oh, this final boss theme is so good too.
I think you can blast through his crystal attack using
Come on.
speed.
Oh man, as with all Supersonic fights, this is a fight against time.
I was created for the sole purpose of destroying you.
This is a fight against time, as indicated by the rings. Come on! God damn it! And the only way to get rings is to hit those balloons, and I have such a problem hitting those fucking balloons for whatever reason. Okay, so the way you gotta fight this is you build up the Team Blast and then do the Team Blast. You build up the Team Blast by, like, he shoots projectiles at you and you gotta charge through them, and that builds up your Team Blast. show you just what I'm made of! Come on! Whew. It is so fucking hard to collect the rings for this. That's the only big problem with this final boss, I feel like, is it is very rough getting these rings for me because the balloons are like right at the edge of the arena almost. Anyway. Some people try to argue that this isn't actually Super Knuckles and Super Tails. Like, they're trying to say, oh, it's not these two super forms that we've seen in a previous game and we know they're capable of doing. It's this brand new ability that Super Sonic suddenly has in this game, where he's able to, like, elevate Tails and Knuckles to flying with them, but they're not actually super... Fuck you! It's clearly Super Tails and Super Knuckles! The bubble around them is to visualize when they turned into Super Knuckles and Super Tails in Sonic 3, what happened? Did they turn a different color? No. Super Sonic turns from blue to yellow. Super Knuckles and Super Tails just stay the same color, but start glowing white. Right? Look back at those sprites, same color, glows white. They do not turn into a completely new color like Sonic does, turning from blue to yellow. So that like yellow golden ball around them is not, oh, some new ability that Super Sonic has magically now in this game that he never had before, of being able to uplift Sonic and of being able to uplift Tails and Knuckles. No, that's just to visualize the transformation of Tails and Knuckles into Super Tails and Super Knuckles. I don't know why people are trying to convince themselves this isn't clearly Super Tails and Super Knuckles. But anyway, man, he's tough. Like that's such a weird thing that I've seen. Why? Who would look at this and think, oh, they're not super? That's Super Sonic uplifting them. What? Anyway. Just a weird ism I've seen from silly bitches online saying that's not Super Knuckles and Tails. Yes, it is. It's Super Knuckles and Tails in a 3D game. How cool is that? They finally brought that back from Sonic 3. Again, a combination of... I fucking love this song. You know what? It sounds like a Power Rangers song. It sounds like a song that would play during a fight scene in Power Rangers. I love it. Again, a combination of the modern era where the chaos... Oh, shit.
Don't forget to collect rings and use formation.
Big, you could not have picked worse timing. You could not have picked worse timing to say that advice. Here, Metal Sonic just did Chaos Control and throws us, which is a great technique.
So, he can use Chaos Control!
Which is a great technique to use against Super Sonic, considering, again, battle against time, rings are always counting down. Again, a great combination of the modern era, where Super Sonic is a final boss thing, but also of the classic era, where Tails and Knuckles could also go super, and you collected the Chaos Emeralds by going through special stages. Such a cool thing, right? Oh man, anyway.
Yeah! We did it!
Phew, that was pretty tough. Too bad it's all over.
It was pretty tough, but that's a great final boss. I love that final boss, man. So good. And not... Like, Tails might not have his flickies, but it's still Super Tails, Super Knuckles, and Super Sonic. That's the ending Sonic 3 and Knuckles always should have had right there. How great.
It's no use.
And... some reason turns back into his normal form again.
We're Sonic heroes.
What? fucking cheese.
Anytime you want a
Sonic.
rematch, just let me know.
Yeah!
Wait.
You are so cheese. Sonic, you are made of cheese. Oh my gosh. We're Sonic Heroes. What? This game is so weird, man. This game is such a fucking anomaly.
Sonic sure has his hands full.
I guess I'm out of here too. I think I'll go hunt for someone else's treasure.
She never gives up, does she? Oh, no, you don't. Wait!
Guess that's it for this case.
Guess so.
But what about our money?
Man, I almost forgot. That's Slime Ball!
Ah, foreshadowing that'll never amount to anything. Omega reclaimed Metal Sonic. What'll come of that?
Next adventure awaits us, so there's no time to waste. Yeah, we're Sonic Heroes.
That's so fucking weird. Yeah. So overall, oh man. Okay. So the cheese of that, but then Sonic going. Anytime you want a rematch, just let me know. I'll be waiting. That is so fucking Sonic. That is so Sonic right there. That is so something he would say. I love it. So, overall, I feel like I kind of spoiled it right at the beginning by saying what my feelings about this game were right off the bat there. It's obviously not a bad game, because there are no bad Sonic games, which is the entire point of this series of videos that I'm doing. But, again, there's just too many things holding it back for me. For me, the Heroes system of switching between 3 characters at the same time, I get how you would like that, and I totally understand why you'd be like, yeah, that separates this game and makes it something special that nothing else in the series did. And if you love that, like, yeah, I would see how this would be your favorite Sonic game, but for me, it didn't click, you know? The cogs weren't lining up for me with that gameplay style. And also, there were just too many shortcomings. Too many shortcomings with the level design and the pacing of the levels. And replaying through the entire game 4 times in a row, that just drags on my soul. You know, that like does chip damage to my heart having to do that, you know? So that keeps this game from ranking up there for me. To me, this is... I would put this at the bottom of the ranking for the 3D series of games. That game, and you know which one that game is, notwithstanding. But obviously it's not bad. I get what it's going for, and I appreciate. I definitely see and respect the attempt to go, fuck it, let's do something completely new. I like the Heroes system in terms of, yeah, let's do this new style of gameplay and just experiment with it, right? Even if it didn't work out for me, I love that that is what the game is based around. That's such a cool, unique thing that only this game ever did. And again, it feels like it's a back-to-basics game that combines the formula of the 3D games with the formula of the Genesis games in a way that I think it was successful in its intentions in doing that. So, regardless of how I feel about the game, personally, it not being a first-choice pick for me, it succeeded. It was a success in what it set out to do, by my assessment, obviously. And again, silent credits. You couldn't have had maybe like a 5th song to play after the theme song was finished, so it wouldn't be awkward silence for the rest of the credits. Anyway, again, you replay this game 4 times with each team. Every single time, the song ends, and then it's just awkward silence over the rest of the credits. But yeah, like, for me, this is the weakest of the 3D games. And that's why I would say it's the Sonic CD of the 3D games for me, because I get it, and I respect it, but it ain't my favorite. It ain't up there for me, you know?
Also, keep in mind, this is the first Sonic game that was released on the PlayStation and the Xbox. So, like, if you never owned a GameCube or a Sega system growing up, this could have been the first Sonic game you ever played. I remember having a PlayStation magazine back in the day, and Sonic Heroes was like the cover game, like the cover story, like, yo, the first Sonic game on the PlayStation, guys. So this very well could have been your very first Sonic game. So I totally get how there could be some like nostalgic affection tied up for some people's feelings towards this game.
It's definitely not the worst one, but... And again, this is a weird case of they never talk about this game. The haters out there, they never bring this game up. They never talk about it because, again, it's not a bad game. So let's just pretend it doesn't exist. And not with the next game, because the next game gets very unfairly maligned. Gets very, very maligned. But after that, you're going to start... That's going to start being the statement of the day is, hey, guess what? They pretend it doesn't exist because, hey, guess what? It's a good game. So you can't pretend, oh, Sonic sucks if we acknowledge this game exists. So let's pretend it doesn't exist. Aw, man, so excited for Metal Sonic being in Sonic Forces. I hope they reference this because that was so cool. What a cool... This game brought back Team Chaotix. It brought Cream into the 3D games. It created Omega, it revived Shadow, it brought back Metal Sonic. This game did a lot of cool shit. This is a great game. Just, too many, you know... If there had been a first third-party game that Sega had made before this one, and this was their second third-party Sonic game, and they had kind of worked the kinks out of creating a game for multiple platforms as a third party, I feel like it would have come together a lot better. For me, I feel like they would have been able to polish it off a little bit better. But as it is, there are just too many little niggles. Which, thankfully, in the next game, it does that. It's a lot more cleared up. Of course, the next game isn't a Sonic game, is it? Next time, he is all that he is, all that he is. I'm always struggling to find, like, a fucking silent moment in this game to, like, do my closing statement with, because I don't want to fucking mute the game's fucking music and try and be heard over the fucking music. God damn it. Can you just shut the fuck up so I can do my cool teaser? Fuck.